Hello and welcome to my video. Today is going to be, I believe, day 79 of my 100-day challenge. Crazy. Today is a fast, fun Friday. Get rid of use up your mass make, whatever you want to call it, 6x6 papers. 6x6 pads, these kind of ones, 6x6 pads. Or I have also, I've got my 12x12 Tim Holtz sheets that I cut down to be the 6x6. I have a couple of those over there. I've kind of mixed and matched a couple of them. I did cut a bigger sheet of more solid-y kind of 6x6 to kind of round it off. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now the first two that I made are kind of my prototypes. So they are weird combinations. I would not normally put them together, but I just, in testing them out to make sure things worked, was just kind of taking pages where I could find them. So this one has a lighter piece of scrapbook paper on the back that's white. I did not like using those. I definitely like using the thicker ones. They don't have to be double-sided. These were not double-sided, but they are a little bit thicker. Those are the ones from Paper Studio. They're white on the back, but they're a little thicker. So, I mean, you could technically start with larger 12x12 scrapbook paper if you wanted to. I do have some that are, and I did not grab any of them, that are 12x12 that are double-sided. I could definitely use these for them if we wanted to cut them down to 6x6, but this is what I'm using, but there's a lot of options out there is basically what I'm trying to say. So the end result for these are going to be page wraparounds. So I have a 8.5 by 11 that I'm going to be putting into a journal. I just have the blank side and the outside to show what it looks like. So this is going to end up being a wraparound where the front side, or however you want to do it, the back side, or whatever way you want to call it, the front side is going to have a spot to put, let me grab the actual tag here. That fits a little better. That's a little sturdier. Okay. So this will fit an actual tag this way as a tuck. I've got a place for a pocket in the front here, or a version where you can put a belly band with the tuck. And then on the opposite side, when we glue it in, it's going to have a place to put another tuck in there where you'll be able to put something on that side. So a simple little wraparound using 2 sheets of 6x6 paper made into 2 tucks, a pocket, and another pocket, or 2 tucks and a pocket and a belly band. So lots of options to go through to do that. So let me show you how I did these. We'll get rid of the mismatched kind of ugly stepdaughters, stepsister versions there. Okay, so I used my scoreboard, and we're going to just start with 2 pieces of paper. All right, so you're going to decide which one you want to have, bring back my ugly papers, which one you want to have on the top and which one you want to have on the back. The back is going to wrap around to the other page and be not only seen by itself. The front one is going to be seen by both. But keep in mind, the front one is going to get cut down, and that's what we're going to use to create either the pocket or the belly band. So for these, since they are double-sided, I can, when I cut it down, use the solid side for a pocket, or I can keep the front on there and make it the same look. So keep in mind, when you're cutting this, we're going to cut it down this way. So if you're going to use the front side, it's going to get turned for a pocket, so you don't want it necessarily directional per se. I do have, let's see, like this one if I wanted to use this one as the front and this one as the back, when I cut this down, this piece can become the pocket because it can turn this way. And you'll see a little bit better when we start cutting them. But keep that in mind when you're deciding what to do. Because if you're using 2 pages that are white on white, you're going to have some issues. But if you want to just mix and match, like if this was on top and this was on the back to be folded, this could technically then become a pocket on this one. So as you're planning them, mass making them, keep that in mind. Okay, now let's get those ugly ones back out of the way. All right, so for the back sheet, again, we're starting with 6 by 6. The first thing you're going to do is score it at 1 3/8. And basically 1 3/8 is where you got 1 1/2. It's 1 tick before that. So we're going to score it at 1 3/8. And that's going to be the part that wraps around to go to that other side of the page. So we'll just, so that is all you need for that one. You can take a rounder and circle punch and make a thumb hole if you'd like. And you can also, before you glue it together, if you want to, go ahead and ink those up. You can do that. So that's all we need for the back sheet. All right, for the front, we're going to cut it down. Oh, I gotta grab my cutter now. We're going to cut this down to 3.5 inches, or cut up. We're going to, we are going to cut it down. Yes, the front piece is 3.5 inches. So we're going to cut it to 3.5 inches, which is right there. All right, so get that back out of the way. All right, so the front part is 3.5 inches, which is going to get attached to here. And like I said, this part is now going to become either the pocket, so you can see if it's directional, it's going to be weird. Or we could cut it down and make it a belly band, but it does not look very good on its own place. So that's why I chose the Tim Holtz ones to be the front. So if I want to do this a pocket, we're going to cut this down also to the 3.5 inches. I'm going to make this one a pocket. And three and a half inches. So that is going to be the pocket. So for the pocket, we can go ahead and also get out of the way, cord. We can also make a little thumb hole. And for this one, that's a side tuck, we can also make another thumb hole. And I thought of this before, probably should, just to make them even, is go ahead and line them up together and thumb hole them together so that they line up. But since you're not going to see it, it's not going to matter, but at least you know in your mind is lined up. I know. A little overkill. Okay. Now if you wanted to round the edges on this side, you can, because it's going to be by itself. You don't have to. You can round this one you want. It might look a little weird since it's not rounded against the back paper. So I'm just gonna round this guy like so. Okay. All right, so we are done scoring. And we can get to gluing. All right, so the front piece we are going to glue here. We are going to glue just the 3 sides, the top, bottom, and the end. So we're going to I actually got some of that tape. I keep forgetting about it. I could probably use that tape on these. Now do your best to line them up. But if you have to, you can go back and just snip the lines just to make it even. I've done that before. All right, so that's going to be that. And then this one is going to go here, and we're just going to, again, do the two sides and the bottom. Okay. All right. So there we go. I'm gonna grab a couple tags out of my. I probably need a taller one than that. Grab them out of my to-do book. If you didn't see that video, it's fun. I'm loving it so far because I really literally can just grab stuff out of here to use to test these guys out. So let's try that one. Okay. All right, so these are just to show, not necessarily to put in there, but just as a show. All right, so in the end, we would glue it on a page, glue it on these two sides to make a pocket. Now, the reason that I did this size here, where I scored it at the 1 3/8, was to make this just slightly bigger than 4.5 inches. But when you glued it down, it's going to be a little shorter. So the reason I did that is because of my ABC postcards. I want to be able to have those fit somewhere. So put a little glue here. These are 4x6 postcards. So 4-inch journal cards would fit in there, which is good because that's a great size to make for journal cards. So that's the reason why I did the 1 3/8 instead of like 1.5 inches. People are going, why did you just do 1.5 inches? Why do the tick shorter? It's just because I wanted to make this pocket just a hair bigger. Now, if you don't care and you want a smaller pocket, I did score this one where it would be at the 3.5 inches. So it would be in 2.5 inches. So you can have that as a full wraparound to go in there. But then that would lead to, just like I said, that would lead to a smaller pocket going down there. So that is another variant of doing those. But the reason I just want to let you know why I did it that size was just to leave room for, like I said, a nice big pocket over there. All right, get that back in its home. Okay, so we would glue it down here and here. We'd have the pocket that I showed you there. We would have a pocket that we would put in here. That would go there. And then we would also have, of course I grabbed ones that are just too tall. We would have a side tuck pocket to go in there. Let's just use this. Have a side tuck pocket to go in there. And then when you flip open the page, if you do decide to glue down there, you would also have a side tuck pocket that goes in there like that. So I think those are going to come in very handy for doing that. Now, if you did not want to glue this in and you wanted to make like a journaling space for this, you could also just make it a flip out spot right there. You could just glue the bottom and have it be more of a bigger tuck. So there is just lots of options when doing this pocket. I love this. Is really cute. So, okay, well, let's make a whole bunch more. Show you how easy these are. And I won't have to do them as slowly. All right, so we're going to start with our next set. And I decided to do these two together. So this is going to be front. This is going to be the back. So again, we are going to take the back, and I'm just going to score it at 1 3/8. And go ahead and bone fold that down. The front, I'm going to cut at 3.5. so we can go ahead and chomp a little corner or little thumb hole in there. I love when they fly. Chomp a little thumb hole. This we are going to cut at, or actually, should we make that one a belly band? Okay, so we can make this a belly band. So I'm just going to cut this in half. This is 2 1/2. So half of 2 1/2 is 1 1 1/4, which is going to be right there. All right, come on. Okay, so we can glue the belly band right there. Now I could use this then for a belly band on another card, if so desired. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this down. Once again, we're gonna glue, oh, I keep saying I'm gonna find that tape. Next one, remind me. Find the tape. Okay. All right, get it in place. And then for the belly band, we're just gonna throw a little glue on the top, a little glue on the bottom. Boy, my hand is shaky today. And we'll just kind of aim for the center. Kind of fun to throw a little decoration down that. Now if I so wanted to, I probably could even slice this, and like I sort of did here, I sliced a piece to throw inside this belly band here. The only reason I did is mainly because this pink was just kind of obnoxious. Not that this is the best match anyway, but I just wanted to tone the pink down a little bit, so I did throw that in there. So like I said, if I wanted to just throw a piece on there, I could to decorate it, but I'm gonna save that for something else. All right, so that one is done. All right, okay, so let's do the next two. All right, so we're gonna go with the back sheet, which is gonna be this one, and we're gonna score at the 1 3/8. And might as well do this one since I get the score. This one's the back. We're gonna do at 1 3/8 for that one. All right, so that's gonna go there. This one is gonna go there. Let me get the scoreboard out of the way and switch to the cutter. Okay, the front, we're going to cut at 3 1/2. Let's do that one, and then this one, the front, we'll cut at 3 1/2. Okay, so now let's decide what we want to do for this. Do we want it to be a pocket? I think I like a pocket on that one. Okay, so this one we're going to cut to 3 1/2 for a pocket. Like that. And this one is... I also want a pocket. I don't think I want a belly band. I could do that technically instead of a pocket, but I might do that. Save that for something else. Okay. That's what's nice about it. You can, if you use some of the similar looking papers as you're mass making them, you can definitely mix and match stuff. So, all right, let's notch out the thumb holes on those, And then we'll notch out the thumb hole on the pocket. And then for this one, we don't need a thumb hole on the belly band, but we do need some. Now, I guess we don't need them. I just like them. Especially when you have a defined little space there to see that it's actually a spot, not just, you know, two pieces of paper on top of each other. So, okay, all right, let's see. All right, let's take a look at this tape. See if I like it. Tell I leaned on the distressing. Okay. All right, so far not easier than using the glue. But I guess it's one of those things that you probably get used to doing. Would that be correct? My hands are just really shaky today. Also, which is not helping. I have a bit of a stiff neck I woke up with, which is making, I think, my shoulders do some weird stuff, so. And I suppose I should have removed. I guess you don't overlap them. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to practice with that and not showing it right first time using it on the camera. Oh. Okay. Sure. All right, let's throw a little bit of tape on there. And this is probably even leaving a wider space than for the pocket. Or not wider, it's leaving a smaller space for the pocket. So I found this stuff at the dollar store. I just thought I'd give it a try before I try to invest in something larger. And this was the only size they had. And I would think if you wanted less room or more room, you would want to get the skinnier kind. But this is what they had, so we're gonna play with it for $1, right? Well, $1.25. Sorry. Yeah, cute. Yeah, I like it. Okay. All right, let's glue this one. And we are gonna glue because it is a little faster, even though I'm shaky. All right, pro tip number 63. Hold the sides you don't want to glue. And I know it, and I hear it, and yet I don't always do it. So I guess if I say it out loud enough times, maybe I'll remember to do it that way. Each and every time. Okay, looks like this one's gonna have to be trimmed down, or maybe I could throw some distressed vintage on there, but I can see the white coming through there. Okay, this one's gonna be the pocket. So I can cover up that bottom a little bit Okay. I only have to worry about the top one. Yeah. Cute. I like it. All right, I'm going to trim that top because that's annoying me, and I know that the distressed ink is not going to work. So we are just going to ever so slightly. Can I get it? No. I guess not that slightly. There we go. Bottom looks okay. Don't have to worry about that. All right. Yeah. That's better. That's not so bad, and I can live with that one. Okay. All right. Yeah, cute. Okay. I don't think I'm going to decorate these today. I will put them in my to-do box because I'm planning on having a to-do box video in the upcoming future. Or I might just come back and figure out how I want to decorate these. I think I'm going to do a few more of these. I just picked the, like I said, the Tim Holtz ones for the video because I had them here and cut. I think I'll probably pick a few more of these to make, some more brighter ones, especially for my Dragonfly journal that's coming up. Or I might take, like I said, a couple of these. These could be definitely fun to do. Not this one as much, but these could be fun. Oh, this is, I like that one. Cut these into 6x6 pages and make some. I love that one. Oh, I definitely going to be doing some of these. Okay, so I'm probably going to be making some more of these to be able to have a video just by itself of decorating them. So I hope you love these as much as I do, because they are definitely fun. And oh, won't that be fun on that one? That would work really well. Yeah, that one would work really well. All right. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Well, I hope you got some fun out of this video. Have an option to use up some 6x6 papers or cut down some 12x12s to make them into the 6x6. Lost my pin. Of course I did. All right, gotta track down another pin. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be it for today. I hope you have a wonderful and creative day out there. Make it a good one, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.